Welcome to what's going to be a super chaotic vlog, and I apologize in advance, but it's not the day yet for when I start reading, but I kind of want to go over what I'll be reading this month. Like I had mentioned, my whole bookshelf is like filled with like paranormal and fantasy romance. And even some thrillers. I don't have a ton, but I do have some. And I have a small section right here, which is what I have in mind that I want to finish this coming month. It's still September. I believe it's like the 28th. Tomorrow's the 29th, so that means the weekend starts this reading vlog. So I wanted to get into the books that I will be reading in October. So you probably see like these books up here. I'm going to get to these books later, but we're going to start with these here at the bottom. Okay, so for the first, well, let me count. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now there's 10 books that I have pulled out that I for sure want to read in October, in the month of October. And we'll start with this first one, which is Bunny by Mona Awad. And I know a whole bunch of people have heard about this book. I know this is like a 50-50 within the reading community, I guess, where people either hate this or they absolutely love it. I did read, I believe, like the first couple pages. Up to page 12 is how far I've read it. And I'm not gonna lie, it had already confused me. I have no idea what's going on. Other than the main character absolutely hates these group of women who call each other Bunny, and some strange things are gonna be happening throughout the story. I was gonna DNF this book because it was just so confusing in the first 12 pages. I know you shouldn't DNF until you at least get to 100 pages, which is what I was gonna do with this. And I also saw Jack Edwards talk about this book and how he absolutely loved this book. And let's be honest, me and Jack Edwards probably have different kind of tastes in books, but I wanted to give this a try and see what category I'm in. So yeah. I also just want to quickly mention that there is a reason why there are a lot of like unexpected genres in here, so to say, like a mix between thriller and sort of romance in here, is so that I don't get bored very easily or in a burnout really easily. So hopefully this will help. I'm very known for going into burnouts very easily, like super easy. So this next book I have is A Deal with the Elf King, which I've been trying to read forever. I have not even read the first page yet, but I've been keeping it in my hands like this past month, and I just haven't gotten to reading this. So yeah, I think I mentioned in the last vlog that I absolutely love this cover. It is such a beautiful illustration. They're like both super beautiful. Yeah, I heard this is probably would be like an easy read because I don't think there's a lot of not complex, what is it? Like I think things get wrapped up very easily, I guess to say. So yeah, I have this in here. Then I have White Smoke, which is a YA thriller, I believe. I picked this up at Goodwill. So I think I saw one person talking about this on BookTube who said it was really good. So, and because it's a YA, I thought it'd be an intro for thriller for me. So yeah, excited to read this one as well. I have a Good Girl's Guide to Murder, yeah, by Holly Jackson. I heard all the hype on this one as well, and I want to get into this. I heard there's like a little bit of romance, so maybe that'll make me want to read this more or help me get into this book more than I would think. And there is mystery to it. I think I read the first page onto here. I don't know how I was feeling, so hopefully we can get into this month. Next is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I was so excited to get my hands on this, and for like, what did I say, $3? I think I said I picked this up in one of my haul videos. Yeah, super excited. I heard a ton of good stuff. I don't think I've heard a bad review other than a sexual scene that happens in this, and it wasn't it, or that it was like weird or something like that. All I know about this is that there is a known author who has become disabled and cannot produce or finish her script that she did about something. I'm not sure what it is. And the husband hires a new author or upcoming author to finish her book, and I heard that crazy stuff happens in this. So yeah, I know this is a must read from like everybody. Then I have Legendborn, which, guys, sometimes I just have to show off how I got really awesome books for like really cheap prices, because I got this from Goodwill, and I believe this is like a Owl Crate edition. So I probably paid like $3.99 or something for this book, and it's signed. And I know the second book is coming out this year, or this upcoming month, and it is Legendborn, which I heard is a really good book and a must read. I've heard so many good things about this, but I don't know what it's about. I know there's queer representation. Representation. I cannot talk. I know that there is queer representation in here, and that's about it. That's like literally all I know. Did I hear something like it was the Round Tables, like author in the Round Tables? I don't know. I don't know if I just made that up. But yeah, don't know a whole lot. Just know that it's super good, and that I have to read it this year. Like, it's a must that I read this year. Next one is The Silent Patient by Alex. I cannot pronounce his last name, but yes, by him. Also another well-known novel that is said to be super gripping and has a amazing and didn't see that coming type of ending, and it's a short read, so I really have been wanting to read this as well. And then I have a Curses and Kisses, and this is an ARC edition that I got from a little free library. I have not heard anything about this book. I just thought this was a cute title. I think I've only ever saw it on like thrift books, and the title only. I have not even read the synopsis of this book. I don't usually read synopsis of books that I have, but this is on theme for October. I mean, as Curses and Kisses, so I'm assuming there's witches and spells and such. And I believe there's also a second book for this, but I don't know when. I don't know if it already came out or not. I'm not entirely sure. So this seems like it might be a YA romance novel. So again, a variety of range within these novels that within these books that I'll be reading this month. Something that I do not know if I'll actually read or not. This is just, I don't know, me trying to read this because it looks like a really short book. But I have Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which is like the original Frankenstein. So I want to read. I don't know if I'll read. Probably pick up the audio book for this. Yeah, I have no clue if I'll even get to this. They have this. And then I have the X-Hex, which is a book of the month. I think I got this from a thrift store, and I have not read it yet. But again, this is also like a 50-50, where some people hate this book and some people love this book. Don't know where I'll be on this spectrum, but obviously super themed. I think kind of off the vibes of Curses and Kisses. This is also a sort of witch romance. Don't know a whole lot other than I believe she puts a hex on her ex-boyfriend, and it's a small town romance, and that's all I know about this book. And next, let's see, those were 10 books, and then I have this stack of books right here. Now you might be wondering why I had this books separate from these other ones. Initially, I had the first 3 books right here as if I skip a book or I cannot finish a book, I would get to these 3. These are the Immortals After Dark series. I read 3 books. No, I've read, how many books did I read? I read I've read 2 books of the Immortal After Dark series, and so I found some at Goodwill, and I recently bought the first 2 because I wanted to read those stories. And yeah, I have them just in case I get into a book slump. This is just to help me out. And this next 3, which I have just recently purchased, which is why it was just recently added to this pile of books that I have. The first book that I got from Book Outlet is Kiki's Delivery Service. I am someone who cannot read a book about something I've already watched, and out of all the Ghibli movies, I have not watched Kiki's Delivery Service. I know it's a shame, but I did not know it was based off a novel. Just like I didn't know that Howl's Moving Castle was based off a novel, but I've also heard it's like a completely different story, so I'm hesitant to pick up that book. But I picked up with this one, and it's a pretty short read. It seems like it might be a middle grade book, so it might be an easy read while I'm reading all these other books. So I wanted to add this onto here. The next one, I also just recently purchased this from a thrift store, and it is The Coldest Touch. And for whatever reason, I did not know, but this is a Fairy Loot exclusive. I'm guessing the cover for this is an exclusive. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so I have this one. Like I said, I don't know a lot about this one other than it's a sapphic romance, and I know there's a vampire and a girl. That's all I know. That's all I really know. But like I said, it is a YA. Oh wait, I didn't say that. But I believe this is a YA, so I'm just, if I can get as much YA as I can in here, it'll just be easier for me to get through. So yeah, this is why I've added this, and it's on theme. It has a vampire. And lastly, for now, I picked up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I cannot freaking talk. I picked up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone at Goodwill, and I've been wanting to read the Harry Potter series for like ever. I have 5 books from the Percy Jackson novels. It was like Greek gods or witches and warlocks for October, so I went ahead and added this to the list, and I believe that makes 16 books, and there's 30 days of October. I'm giving myself some leniency. I do not know how to speak at all. I read, yet I don't know how to talk. That's a thing. I still have a whole bunch of books still on my shelves that if I ever decide to read and it's on theme, then I'll obviously go to that. I wanted to show you guys my shelves. I just don't want to get up, but I have like a ton of books. I have Strange the Dreamer, Discovery of Witches, Sorcerer of Thorns, Scythe. I have Carnival. I have a whole bunch of books that are on theme, and so if I ever decide to either drop a book or add books onto my list, then I am giving myself that freedom to do so, because I'm such a bad mood reader / I easily burn out. But yeah, those books that I showed you are so far what I plan to read in the month of October. I don't know if I'll get there. I don't know if this will work. I'm sorry if you can hear the AC. I've learned to tune things out and forget that it can be picked up onto the camera. But this is gonna work. Look at all these books I got. So these are all the books that I plan to read, plus more, because I have a ton of books. But I mean, this will at least put a dent in my shelves, right? So yeah, that's it for me. That's it for this introduction to the video. I don't know where I'll start. This would be so much easier if I had like a poll on either YouTube or Instagram. But I wouldn't know what books to put there first. I'm trying to be positive for this video, but I just don't know if I could do a book a day. And then I'll see you guys when I officially start the reading vlog. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hello, and I don't know if this is how I'm starting the vlog. I think I made a previous video of what I'm going to read. Haven't officially started yet. Today is Friday, September 30th. And of course, the beginning of October has to start on a weekend, which is not like the greatest time for me to read because I always get distracted by other things during the weekend. Like I was saying earlier, I wanted to read for tonight, but the only other issue is that I am currently reading Love is a Rogue by Lenora Bell. And I think I've read this, I started reading this the day before yesterday night. That night I read it. And I got pretty far into the book, but I've been wanting to finish it. And I've kind of read only like a few pages today. Maybe like a chapter. I think I read that. I'm on chapter 22. And the only issue that may be the reason why I'm like stalling on reading it is because a conflict has not happened. And you know all romances have conflict. So I'm out here, you know, drifting on this many pages because I'm like, I don't want a conflict to happen. If we're already at this point and I have this much to read, we shouldn't have a conflict. But I know for a fact there's gonna be a conflict, and I'm just like, I don't want there to be a conflict. So yeah, I want to finish this today. And I was listening to the audiobook the whole time I was reading this to get into it, and literally I got like to almost finishing this book with the audiobook. So I don't know, maybe I can get some reading done with audiobooks. That would be amazing. So let's see what this turns out to, and maybe I'll update you tonight if I'm still reading this or if I'm reading another book. But anyways, I also want to show you guys Fridays. Mom usually has Fridays as her weekend for work. So today, because my car crashed and burned and I needed someone to pick me up when I was out and about, she picked me up, and while we were over in the Heights area in Houston, we went to the Goodwill. And this Goodwill is one of the Goodwills, sorry if you can still hear the thing, is one of the Goodwills that have like really good stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff within our loop of Houston has good stuff. It just depends when you find it. I look so bad. So I think all three of these, they're each $2.99. So they were, I think it said $8.97 on the receipt. So I got like legit the whole trilogy of The Shadow and Bone. And I forgot what the other series to this book is. Like Six of Crows, I think it is. So really interested. I have not watched the show on Netflix, so that would probably get me to read this, because I think, like I mentioned before, if I watch a show or movie about a book, I won't read the book. I don't know why I'm like that, but yeah. So I'm super excited, and they're like almost kind of like brand new books. And I got them for $3 each. And I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't know why this is why I end my videos. But I will see you in the next clip. Okay, so tuning back in because I had to pick up my cousin from school, and then I grabbed something to eat. Can anyone like actually eat and read a book at the same time? Because I don't have that kind of superpower for that. I wish I did, but for whatever reason, I need like two hands to eat. But yeah, so I just ate while I was waiting for her in the car. I thought I lost the bookmark. Okay, so I don't know how many pages I'm in. I read like 3 chapters already. I know this isn't Halloween. I'm trying to see if I can read tonight, but we'll see. I'm almost finished with this. But literally what I thought, okay, out of all the scenarios that I thought was going to be the conflict, because conflict came. I'm currently on the chapter where the conflict is going to happen, or it's happening. It's currently going down. But out of the many theories that I had on what that conflict would be, this was number 1. We haven't gotten to like, okay, this becomes an issue for the two people in love, right? It's just, it's seeming like it, and I'm hoping it doesn't, because literally, like I said, it's only, we have like this little tiny bit, this little bit for things to go down. Plus there's already like another thing that's going down in the background. And it's just like, well, actually maybe two, I don't know. And it's like, okay, so what are we doing? What's happening? So I'm gonna finish this and see what happens. I will update you if I read tonight or not. Hello, it is officially October 1st. Not dressed on par. I know, ashamed of myself, really. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna do this lighting, because I don't have the best of lightings here. But it is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the evening. I think I included some clips where we were just out and about. My brother and my nephew have been staying over here for the weekend, and so we've been spending time with them. Like I showed in the clips, we went thrift shopping today. So we went to Goodwill and the family thrift. I think I only took a video of the family thrift because I was like, oh yeah, I have to vlog. Like, I have to get some kind of footage, right? So I was going to show you the little haul from that. At our first stop at Goodwill, if you guys may have remembered, in one of, I need to say, stop saying in one of the Little Free Library vlogs, I picked up the Little Women's hardcover book, but the plastic on it was coming off, and I wasn't a big fan of the cover, so that's why I didn't pick it up to keep. But guess what I found? Little Women's Barnes & Noble Classic Edition, which is super cute. I actually really think the cover's cute. Maybe we'll figure out what this cover means when we read the Little Women. I've not watched any of the films or whatever, which is why I'm gonna try to be able to read this. I think I mentioned I cannot watch movies or films about a book, or I can't read it, you know? So yeah, that's why I picked this up. I love this like sky blue kind of color, and it was only 99 cents if it stopped focusing on my face. No, anyways, it was 99 cents, so I picked that up. I went to Family Thrift and I picked up two book of the month books. I picked up We Are the Brennans, which mostly was for Little Free Library that we're hopefully gonna have soon. We're still trying to find a drill bit that goes into metal, so we have not installed it yet. So I was thinking of picking this up for the Little Free Library because it was 99 cents. And then I picked up the Holiday Swap, and I heard, I think, mixed reviews on this as well. Christmas, I was gonna save it for Christmas to read, but I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I'm not a big fan of like someone automatically lying to somebody else who they're going to have romantic feelings for. And because this is like twin sisters, and one of them is a baker, she gets hit or gets in some kind of accident where she loses her taste and smelling ability, and the other sister is just getting off from a breakup and is being convinced to play her sister for a TV show or something like that. I don't know. But I'm guessing they both have love interests, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. So yeah, this was $4.94, so like almost $5 for it. Then as soon as we got home from thrifting, me and my mom went to go eat, and I've just been here. lazing around because guess what? I still haven't finished Love and Robe. Like I said, this much. It's like a little tiny bit and I still haven't even finished. Because it looks tiny, but in fact, it takes a while to read. So, yeah. I have not finished that. I have not picked up this book. Because yesterday night, if I hadn't mentioned, but yesterday night, I did not get any reading done because my nephew was here and my brother, so we were hanging out outside with my uncle. My parents were gone. But also, I don't know if I said, but my car was acting up again. And something on the engine, because I just got a new engine, but something, whatever hose attaches to the engine, whatever is the little metal part to place them together, blew, and that's why my engine was smoking. And while all my oil was freaking disappearing on me. So they fixed all that and we went to go pick it up at 10 at night. So yeah, as soon as we got back home from me picking up my car, it was already like 11 something and I was tired and ready to pass out, and that was pretty much it. And then today, where nothing has been done. I've not gotten anything done, not even any reading. Yeah, I've just been lazing around doing nothing pretty much. I have no excuse. Also, getting sick, isn't that like amazing? I'm getting sick currently. Mom has allergies. We got tested. We don't have anything. It just seems to be allergies, so my throat's been hurting me and I might make me some hot tea. I don't know. I may just lay in bed and fall asleep. It could be either way, you know? But if anything happens, I will let you guys know.
Well, no, we don't know if Honey's the last part of her generation because what's it called? Honey had 3 siblings.
Hello everybody. It is Sunday. I did not get any reading done yesterday. I think I was going to tell you that I was going to read last night. But my nephew came over because he wanted to play video games, and I attempted to like have a book out to seem disinterested, you know, for him to go outside with everybody else. Did not work, like, at all. So I think he left till 11. So yeah, I didn't get any reading done. I think I kind of showed you what I started to read, which was White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. The first, or like the intro to it, was super gripping. A preface. I read the preface to it. It was super gripping. But I got like to the first 3 sentences of the book before I was interrupted. So, you may be wondering, why do I sound like this? It's not just because I just woke up. It's actually because my allergies are kicking my butt. I don't know. Legit, my memory is so bad. I can't remember what I talked about the last 2 days. So, I don't know if I ever mentioned that, like, my allergies were starting to kick my butt. It really came full force today, this morning. Because I woke up in the middle of the night and my throat's super sore. And I just right now is just when I started talking. And now I'm feeling nasally. So, yeah, that's how it is. It's just, at this point, I'm like, am I even gonna... is this reading challenge even gonna be successful? Because I'm failing so far. Like, nothing has been read. And it's already, like, the first day. Or the first 2 days. Like, what's up with this? I was gonna make my life easier and put this down for now, even though, like I said, the preface was super interesting. But I'm gonna have to come back to it, and I I'm still gonna film even though I'm sick. If it becomes where I cannot talk anymore, there will be subtitles. Like, we're still doing this. I don't care. Because I need to read something. And you may be asking, hey, did you even finish the historical romance that you were reading? No, I have not. I have not finished this darn book. I think it's because it hit me with like the worst case scenario of like how this conflict's gonna happen. And even though it's like a 50-50 where like legit conflict happens, or like we think it's conflict but it's not, you know, but I have a feeling it is. So I guess that's why I have not. Conflicts need to stop happening like way at the end, because that makes me want to stop reading it, if I'm being honest. And I just lost my page. JK, I found it. So yeah, like I said, this was gonna be what I was gonna read last night, because I was like, well, this is YA thriller, and YAs are usually really easy to read, at least for me. So yeah, and the preface was like really good. I guess I could tell you guys what the preface is. Or no, I'm gonna wait till I actually read it, because yeah, I'm not even gonna start. So what I was gonna read instead, because I wanted to do something at least small enough for me to read, so I was gonna do Kiki's Delivery Service. It's only like 193 pages, so it's not even that long. There's this super cute, or there's images in here I did not know that there would be. Oh, these are cute. So I'm going to read this in the time that I'm sick, because I cannot talk that long. It makes me not feel good to talk for a long amount of time. So let me just read the synopsis of this book, and I will try to read it. It says, soar into the modern classic that inspired I cannot even, my brain. Soar into the modern classic that inspired Hayao Miyazaki's animated film, half of which Kiki never runs from a challenge. So when her 13th birthday arrives, she's eager to follow a witch's tradition, find a new town to call home for 1 year. Brimming with confidence, Kiki flies off to the seaside village of Koriko, expecting that her powers will easily bring happiness to the townspeople. But gaining the trust of the locals and finding success is trickier than she expected. With her faithful, wisecracking black cat, Gigi, by her side, Kiki faces new challenges and forges new friendships, ultimately realizing that magic can be found in even the most ordinary places. Blending fantasy with the charm of everyday life, this new translation of Eiko Kadono's beloved classic will bewitch the hearts of new readers and dedicated fans alike. Oh, so this is a translated book as well. Cool, I'm getting like a 2-in-1 in this book. I think I mentioned I think this is like a children's book, or like a middle grade book, so I'm hoping it'd be like really easy, especially like I said, it was 193 pages. So this is a translated book. This is translated by Emily Balistreri. And I don't know why this camera can't pick up anything other than my face. There you go. We shall see what happens. Oh, they're both blue. Okay, I have to stop talking. I don't feel good. I will update you guys later. Still sick, not as really bad as it got yesterday. I ended up finishing Love is a Rogue or something like that last night, and it sucked. The ending literally sucked, but oh no, whatever, I'm leaving it like this. The ending literally sucked, but I was so disappointed. It was, I guess, like, to not spoil it too much, like, I definitely recommend reading it. It's just that the ending was so disappointing. I was also gonna say that if I added a Phantom of the Opera mask to the front of the book, maybe I could have made it Halloween themed, but no, of course not. I wanted to head to Goodwill because it's Monday, and you know, I have to check out the books because this Goodwill here is a really good Goodwill, and everybody and their mother's here because it's already 10. Okay, I forgot what I was talking about in the last clip, but I just came out of Goodwill and I got 2 books. One of them is, I'll show you guys the 2 books, but I think I'm gonna head home. This side of town is usually, the side that I'm on is usually the side of town where all the good little free libraries are at, but I don't know, I kind of want to go home and eat right now. But I think I was talking about the book Love is a Rogue or Love is Rogue, something like that. I rarely recommend it because it was really cute, especially like being a bookish person. This book, I think I was going to talk about like what the book was about, like with the synopsis, like pretty much a summary of what the book was about. I guess a carpenter and a duchess, because her brother's a duke, and she's pretty much wants to be on her own. She doesn't want to like be in a society or have balls or anything like that. Like, she just wants to be in the library, and something where she wants to make her own dictionary, but like with very long, nice words. So she inherits a bookshop from an aunt that she never knew, and the carpenter is helping her out, and he like builds her own bookshelves, and I don't know, it's just super cute because you're like, oh my gosh, I want that, because it's like bookish related, and you're just like, I want someone to build me a bookshelf. And anyway, it was cute except for the part where the conflict happened. I don't think the overall conflict, I like the main conflict of them not being able to be together pretty much because of society and their titles. I don't think that I would have had an issue with that. Like, that's totally understandable. That's pretty much what they give it. They give that to you off the bat of the book, and you're like, okay, yeah, I understand, but like, how are you two gonna get, you know, past this, and what makes you different than the other ones who went the same way but weren't as successful, or took the same path but weren't as successful. So I think the conflict that was like conflict, because it's not too spoilery, but when they get into that fight, the small little fight, it was like, seriously, are you both stupid? Like, huh? That was just like, I thought that was unnecessary, because it was just like, all this time that you guys know each other so well that you couldn't differentiate what you like. What? Yeah, that was like my only thing. It was just like why are you fighting about something when you guys know each other way too well to be like, oh yes, I like, what? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you without telling you what happened. Just know that it made me super upset, because it made absolutely no sense to me that that fight even happened, especially in front of Foxton, the like main guess, was the villain, the main villain in this book. I was just like, come on, guys, seriously. I was legit rolling my eyes and like cussing them both out because it was just so stupid. And it's legit only those 2 pages of that, and I'm like, you could legit skip those 2 pages and it would have been way better. Okay, like I was saying earlier, I think I pretty much wrapped up why the Duke and the Rogue, whatever it was called, Rogue is love, love is a rogue. Yeah, so Love is a Rogue by Lenora Bell, which I think is, oh no, it's the first in the series. So yeah, before I go inside, I wanted to show you the haul. I only got 2 books. I got Like a Love Song, which, if you know the, can you even see me? I feel like you can't see me, it's so dark. Like a Love Song, which reminds me of the Selena Gomez song, Like a Love Song, baby. And it seems cute. It seems like he's gonna be a golden retriever type of character, which I love those characters. So yeah, I picked this up. It's like a short book. I don't know if it's just like straight up romance. Oh no, it's a YA romance. You cannot see me. Yeah, it's a YA romance. So yeah, that's super cute. And then I already have the like 3 books in the series. And I think this is the 4th one, and it's the Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory, and I have the other 3 books. So lucky's still on this because I need the 4th one. And yeah, that's it for the book haul. I'm about like 10% into Kiki's delivery service. It's super cute. I also found like a little audiobook, so I hope to catch up on that, but we'll see now that mom's home. Probably gonna go eat. So yeah, I'll update you on that. And I'm gonna take medicine and bring some cough drops with me. Oh my goodness, some cough drops with me before I die. So yeah. Oh, so I have to get this close into the camera for you guys to even see me. Well, anyway, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'm surrounded by teens and they're intimidating. I was gonna update that Kiki's delivery service is going like kind of slow for me. It's cute. Like I said, I never watched the film, so I never knew what it was about, and I don't know how similar it is or not. I also brought Kingdom of the Wicked with me because I have to wait for like 40 minutes to pick up my cousin. And I don't know, I know Kiki's delivery service is short, and I put it onto the Bookly app, which usually helps me decide or helps me figure out how long it'll take me to finish reading a book. And it says like almost 2 hours, like 1 hour and 50 something minutes. And I don't know. For whatever reason, I was watching somebody on BookTube and they were reading Kingdom of the Wicked, and I was just like, I kind of want to read that. And it's not even on my this video's TBR. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I keep reading Kiki's delivery service. I'm gonna have to because I'm like almost finished. So I guess I'll do that. That's 40 minutes. And then maybe I finish it tonight. And then tomorrow I could read Kingdom of the Wicked or whatever the heck else I decide to read. I'm thinking of what else. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I need a cough drop because my throat already is starting to hurt again. Yeah, that's all for me. I'll start reading. Like I said, I'm like 20 something percent in. So I guess let me just start to read. throat's been killing me all day. I can't stop coughing. But I want to update that I finally finished Kiki's delivery service tonight. I think I'm gonna give this a like 3.75. In the beginning I was pretty bored and sort of wanted it to be over with already, just because this is more like a in the life of Kiki. I know it shows how she learns things throughout her becoming a witch. It's just something that I'm not used to reading, so I didn't really find it intriguing or entertaining in the beginning. It wasn't until like about 20% in where no, I'd say like 30% in where I started to actually enjoy this book. There are of course times where this feels very middle school kind of read, and I would feel like the everyday aspect of Kiki would be better in a film, especially in a film like Ghibli. Just for me personally, in the beginning bits, it wasn't really my thing, and it took me a while to get into, and I needed a lot of help from audiobooks to try to get into this. But then I was able to read by myself. I'm so nasally, I apologize. And also I think I really enjoyed the illustrations in here. It really just made the book more magical, I guess. And it was very funny, and you know, overall I didn't end up enjoying it. And I'm really surprised that I am kind of reading every day already, especially for me being sick. Sunday, which was the 2nd, I finished Love is a Rogue, which I know isn't a spooky season vibe, but it counted because the first and second day I read that, and today's the 3rd day and I've read the 2nd book. So yeah, super excited. Like I said, and the book is under here, but I'll get it. And then like all my cough drops fall out of my bag. I literally have a whole bag of cough drops because my throat's killing me. So my next read, which like I said wasn't on my TBR for this video, but I think I mentioned I watched a booktuber reread this, and I was kind of like, well, I want to read it now. And I think it's also romance. It's about a witch and a demon, where she summons a demon because her sister's in trouble or something like that, and that's really all I know. And there's romance in this, so yeah, I don't know if I'll read anything tonight, and if I don't, I'll start reading tomorrow. But for right now, this seems to be my next read. So yeah, that's about all the update for me. I'm going to rest, and hopefully this excuse me, this allergy situation will go down soon, hopefully. Hello, it is currently, what time is it? 7:06, and you may be asking me, hey, where's that reading update? There is no reading update. I have not even looked into the pages of this book, and now that I know that it's 7, it's a big oopsie for me. So I think I'm gonna have to prioritize this reading. I have no excuse. Even though I'm sick, I still have no excuse for not reading this. I realized that Gab Smolder had another video that I missed yesterday, and so I was watching it. Also another thing about Gab, she also likes horror thriller books and fantasy, so sometimes she talks about it on her streams / YouTube videos, so there's that for you. A little bit too obsessed with watching her videos, if I'm being honest. Also, for the last hour, I've been transferring videos from my camera onto my phone, where I said I was going to edit videos, and it's already like an hour and 6 minutes long. So I was kind of transferring everything. And tell me why the first video on the freaking thing, I'm wearing the exact same clothes and my exact same hair. I didn't know. So sorry about my outfit repeats. It's gonna happen a lot probably during this whole month. So yeah, I think I'm gonna edit a little bit more because, and then I deleted some videos that I transferred from on my camera, and then get into this book. But I thought to keep myself on track on this book, I'd read the synopsis, because I'm holding back on reading the synopsis of these books by themselves, because I like to go in blind, but I kind of want to read it to you guys in case you'd be interested. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So I just thought it was a good idea. Anytime I pick up a book, I just read the synopsis to you guys. Oh, I had no idea that this is the same author who does the series Stalking Jack the Ripper. I heard a lot about that book too. So on the back here on this, I understood why some thought kissing one of the wicked was addictive. Each time his tongue touched mine, it felt as if the ground beneath me quaked, like we were a cataclysmic event that shouldn't be. And if you want just that, skip this part where I'm going to read the synopsis, because that does sound really interesting. So it says, two sisters, one brutal murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself, and an intoxicating romance. Amelia and her twin sister Victoria are witches who live secretly among humans, avoiding notice and persecution. One night, Victoria misses dinner service at the family's renowned Sicilian restaurant. Amelia soon finds the body of her beloved twin, desecrated beyond belief. Devastated, Amelia sets out to find her sister's killer and to seek vengeance at any cost, even if it means using dark magic that's been long forbidden. Then Amelia meets Wrath, one of the wicked, princess of hell she has been warned against in tales since she was a child. Wrath claims to be on Amelia's side, tasked by his master with solving a series of women murders on the island. But when it comes to the wicked, nothing is as it seems. It actually sounds really good. I can't say like I'm like super like, ooh, I'm gonna read. I just like from going to this and then we're like, ooh, introduction, like opening screen to a movie and then prologue. Outside, wind rattled. The wooden chimes in warning. In the distance, waves crashed against the shore. The frantic whispers of water growing louder as if the sea was a mage summoning a violence. On this date, for nearly a decade now, the storm followed the same pattern. Next, thunder would roll in quicker than the tide with lightning cracking electric whips across an unforgiving sky. The devil demand retribution, a blood sacrifice for power stolen. It wasn't the first time he'd be cursed by witches, nor would it be the last. Interesting. Hello, everybody. I don't know if this thing is getting worse or not, but I was kind of feels like it. It's 10:58, October 5th on a Wednesday. To be totally honest with you guys, I did not get any reading done yesterday. I know that I did a lot of talking yesterday with you guys. I did everything but read. I think I watched all of YouTube yesterday. And what else was I doing? Oh, and I was on scrolling on every app possible as well to 1:40 in the morning. Facebook, the only reason I still have a Facebook is because I use Facebook Market to buy things off of. But Facebook Market needs to be a separate app, because every time I'm on Facebook to just look at Facebook Market, I will scroll endlessly through freaking Facebook. So back to the main point of why I'm checking in right now. I did not read at all yesterday. I have no excuse. I just chose being a mindless zombie yesterday, I guess, and doing nothing productive. So I only got to the first page of this book, and I'm going, oh no I didn't. I got to the second page of this book. I think I only got one page read, and then I started on the second page. I was going to try to pick up the audiobook so that I could get into it, but it's not on Scribed. I'm not subscribed to audiobook, because Audible, sorry. I'm not subscribed to Audible. This is expensive. Scribed is cheaper, but they don't have everything, because Audible they have some exclusive stuff. But I think I did last night find a website that sometimes has free audiobooks, and this one was on it. And yes, I did try my library. It was too many people waiting for it to be on hold, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna skip out on that. And I found the free one. I really just I didn't want to buy the whole thing, because I don't think I'm gonna need it throughout the whole book. I just need it to start to get into it. I kind of need an extra push when I start a book, or if, like, let's say I read the first book, like, page, and I'm not instantly drawn in, it'll probably take me a while to get into the book, which is why I need an audiobook to kind of like guide me through and hold my hand. Maybe while I'm waiting I could read this. I'm sorry you guys have to deal with my smacking of the cough drop in my mouth. I just need it. My throat's killing me. Anyways, then I keep thinking, well, should I just choose a different book? I think I have 3 books that I keep looking at. It's 4 books that I'm kind of like looking at. And I'm like, no, I have to stick through one, even though I chose like a thick book for me to have gone. The 4 books is Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven, which I read Radiance by Grace Draven and loved. So she had Phoenix Unbound that I picked up. The Savage Song by V. Schwab, then Scythe and Caraval. Anyway, enough of me rambling, because I just really ramble too much. I don't think I'm gonna have time to read this before I leave. I have to do a couple of errands. I could listen to the audiobook. I'm so stupid. When I was just talking about me having the audiobook, I could just listen to the audiobook. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. When I leave, and like when I'm heading over there, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook. And I have one other errand to do. I have to go to Family Dollar, because my mom wants to see if there's any witch hats for our decorations. When I showed you guys the Halloween decorations that I did not put up because I was feeling sick, but mom was decorating her by herself. But for the witches that were out front, 2 of them need hats, and so does she, so I have to go look for a witch's hat. But I will update you when I read something and not just ramble to you guys, because that's apparently what I do now. So let me get out of your hair and start freaking reading already. So I'm back. It's 1:06. But I wanted to update you on how far I've gotten. I think it's been like an hour of the audiobook. Yeah, it's been an hour and 21 minutes on the audiobook, and I'm only 11% in. And this was on 1.5 speed, so first impression off the bat from this book was that it did not need to put a spoiler in the synopsis. So if you're gonna read this, do not read the synopsis at all. And I'm going to explain why, and if you plan to skip the synopsis, skip this. And I think I'll even like go back to the first clip where I read the synopsis from this and like either cut it out or tell you to skip that. And I'm going to dive in now. So in the synopsis, it pretty much tells you straight up on the first sentence that Victoria, Amelia's twin sister, is murdered. Well, because of this, I expected, like, off the bat, the sister was gonna be dead. That's what, just because the synopsis was just straight up told you that the sister was found dead. So what else do you expect when you kind of give that information? In the synopsis of all places, you just think, I don't know, I just thought that maybe we'd be saying goodbye to the sister, she's off somewhere, and then later find her dead and, you know, whatever. No, we went into the whole backstory of the sisters in this. About their magic, about their Nona. I will have to say, I am very happy that it's just in a different place than what normal fantasies start off. I know some normal fantasies are just a totally non-existing place, but this seems like it's an Italian, what is it, how would I explain? Like a non-existing place, but there are all Italians. We have some Italian people in a book. I mean, how many books can you name off your hand that has Italian characters and world in the book? So I like that. You kind of get to know the sisters, what's the difference between the sisters and whatnot. That pretty much, Violetta is her name, correct? Oh, Victoria? See, I don't even remember her name. Victoria is like the rebellious sister. She don't listen or nothing. And demons are bad, and something about their amulet. I couldn't even like tell you straight up because sometimes I got what they were saying and sometimes I didn't. Which is why I feel like I can't do audiobooks if I'm not reading the book, because I just don't feel like I retain. Even though I kind of feel what's going on, and I don't want to go back and reread this. Kind of want to keep moving forward because I didn't really care for the beginning information. Feels like I didn't really need to know that information, but that's just me personally. And as of right now of where I'm at, like I said, I'm only 11% in. And we are now in the chapter where Amelia finds her sister dead. And I just don't find it to make sense that we get to know the sister and everything. And I personally do not like the other sister. Like, she just doesn't listen at all, and she's obviously using black magic for something we don't know yet. And, you know, off the bat, I don't like her. So it didn't really affect me knowing that she was gonna die and knowing that it was coming, because the synopsis tells you that she's gonna die. And it just, I don't know, I just don't see the point of you going into all this detail of explaining a character that we know is gonna die. Unless you made this a very likable character where you're like, I know this person's gonna die, but I don't want that to happen, you know? And that's not at all how this character is. She's not very likable in my opinion. So I didn't really care that her sister found her dead. Like, I was like, oh, so this is where it's happening. This is where we find her dead. That's like all the emotions I feel right now. I think it's so weird knowing that I'm on chapter 5 and we're only like this much way in, and it's been an hour and 21 minutes of the audiobook. It's pretty crazy to me. So yes, I don't know if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna keep reading this or not right now. I don't know. I mean, I think if I was doing something else, I would be listening to the audiobook because I mean that's what I was doing when I was driving, but I don't know what else to do, and then I don't know if I'm gonna grip any information if I'm not reading along in the book. With how this reading vlog is, I kind of wanted something to grip me off the bat, and I don't know if I want to change books or continue on. That's my issue. Because if the beginning did it right, I would have been like, okay, let's go find out who killed the sister, you know. So that's just not where I'm at right now. I don't care about the sister, you know. So like, I'm not really interested in the revenge plot because I don't care for the sister, if that makes any sense. I think I would totally be interested in a revenge plot because I love revenge plots, if I'm going to be honest. I have not read one in an actual book yet, but in like webtoons and stuff and manga and so forth, I love revenge plots that are good and hot demons. So yeah, I don't know if I should just move on, especially this not being part of my TBR list for this video, or continue on. Maybe I'll start in another week this book again. I might actually do that. Sorry, I don't mean to talk with my mouth full. I might just do that. If you guys convince me to read it, I will. And I know this isn't the end of the vlog, and that's when I was going to plan to ask this, but while I have this in my head already, I have The Cruel Prince and the first ACOTAR book. Are they exactly the same thing? Because I've heard from Haley Pham. I was watching Haley Pham's reading the ACOTAR series. And she said that she heard that the first book was a YA. Why did I say like Hawaiian? A YA book originally. And then they made it into adult books after that. And The Cruel Prince, I know for sure is a YA. So, and like they're kind of the same thing. So I don't know which one I should read. Which one I should read first, I guess to say. I kind of already know the Fae worlds a little bit. I've read other Fae books, so it's not like I need something that has an introduction to any of them or not. I'm also not 100% sure that I would be someone who is into the politics of the Fae world. But other people have. I mean, there's a lot of people who have, and I know the first books, that's like completely what this is. It's like no romance. It's straight up just the politics, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, let me know on that. I think I'm gonna put this down just because it first wasn't on my TBR for this video, and I need something to grip me. But I will come back to this, and you guys let me know if you would want me to come back to this or not. So yeah, I think when I picked this up, I wanted to read something that was fantasy with romance, and now I'm trying to go strictly off my TBR pile. Yeah, Deal with Elf King, which like I said, I've been trying to read for like ever. So, oh, even the edges are kind of similar. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's some kind of illustration on each chapter. Yeah. And I think I tried to explain this before, but I heard that this isn't really complex. And there's little to no conflict is the word. Conflict in here. And so maybe it'd be good to get into. I will never get over how beautiful this cover is, but yeah, I might start this one and put this back up onto my shelves. Hello, I totally forgot to film at the thrift store, but as soon as I finished looking at the Little Free Libraries, I went to the thrift store. Mom needed some witch's hat, and I found some two of them. Excuse me. And the witch's hats were $3 each, and this is the thrift store that paperbacks are 25 cents and hardcovers are 50 cents if they have no prices on them. And I specifically picked the ones that had no prices. Some of these are for, well, most of them are for the Little Free Library, but I picked this one up, a Celebrate Your Body, And I had this on my Amazon wish list for the Little Free Library, and I found it there. So yeah, that was 25 cents. A body positive guide for girls 8+. I think it even talks about like periods and stuff, which I think is super cool. So yeah, I picked that up. I picked up Untamed by Conan Doyle. Though I picked it up at a Little Free Library once, but legitimately I think I saw it and then I searched it on Goodreads and there weren't good reviews. But I thought I'd add it to the Little Free Library on the adult section because I think the adult section's a little bit bare, like a tiny little bit. So that's why I picked that up. And then I have The Bells, and it says like from Freeform Books. Did not know Freeform published books. I don't know what this is. Like in the sense, I don't know if this is adult or if this is young adult. But I picked this up. There was like seven of these books. They're like the same books. There. So yeah, I picked that up. And then I picked up After by Anna Todd because this was there the last time I went. And I don't know if I would read this or that I would just put it in the Little Free Library. I'm indecisive yet. But yeah, I picked that up. So what, 3 25-cent books and 1 hardcover so far. And then I saw there's like shelves in the front of the store for like all the books, right? Then if you go a little bit to the back on the wall, there's the children's books, and for whatever reason in the children's books this was in there, and this is the Highland Fling. I swear I thought I heard about this book somewhere. I think it was on Likewise, where someone wanted like Highland romances or Scottish romances, and I think that someone had recommended it on their post. So I was like, well, I'll take that. So yeah, these are the books that I got from that. Toby, what are you doing? Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, here to update for about the millionth time. So, read Deal with Elf King on audiobook. I'm on page 40, chapter 6. So they're kind of, I guess, short chapters. I don't know how I'm feeling about this either. Oh my goodness. Because I did not expect to go into this. Maybe spoilers, I don't know. So watch out. I did not expect to go into this knowing that one of the guards or one of the messengers for the Fae, who is also a Fae, is childhood friends and in love with the main girl. And then she also has feelings for him, but then he's like, well, then let's get married and move into the forest. And she's like, no. I can't do that because she's like the healer or medicine woman in the village. So, and a lot of people, because they could not find their human elf queen for the Fae, people are getting sick and nobody knows who it is. And right now we are where she finds out she is the queen, but he's an a-hole. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm undecisive, and it's only like that much in, and yeah. So I was listening to this while I was driving. And then while I was thrift shopping. And I don't know. I have no clue. If I'm not, see, we're getting to the book slump. I think I'm going to, how many pages are there? There's 317 pages. Pages was Wicked Kingdom of the Wicked. Kingdom of the Wicked has 372 and this has 315, I said, right? Oh, this is the same author of... No. Oh, yeah, it is. Of Air Awakens. Which I have that, the whole series free, that I got free for Kindle. So, I did not know that. Okay, I will persevere through this, I guess. I think I have to read this. I cannot skip this if it's already on my TBR for this video. I'm going to X that as my rule. If I pick up something like I did for the Wicked Kingdom where it's not on my TBR for this video, it's just from on my shelves, and then I think I can skip it. I'm not going to DNF it. I'm just skipping it. I will eventually come back to the book. I just right now, while I'm trying to read every day, if I'm not feeling a book that isn't already on my TBR, I'm going to skip it. That's like the best thing I could do for myself right now. So, yeah, I think I will continue to read this. So when I am done with this, not when I'm done, but when I get further into this, I will update you guys on how this is going to go. I just don't think I'm feeling the like asshole energy right now. I have not read a book where they're like legitimately an asshole. I don't think. Have I? I don't think so. Like when they're grumpy, yeah, but not like legit assholes. And he seems like a legit asshole. So we shall see. I will give you an update. Hello everybody. It is October 6th, 10 in the morning. I wanted to update you. So a couple things I wanted to update, but I listened to the audiobook all of yesterday and I'm on page 78. So I think it said I'm like 20% in or something like that. That's how far I've gotten. It's a little hard to get into this because now we're introduced, I don't know if being sick or just because reading multiple books, but it's just like, oh, there's more characters I have to deal with other than the two main characters. So yeah, I'm trying to really push myself to read. Not that I don't think it's uninteresting. I think if I wasn't on the struggle bus to read and sick and overall a mood reader, I would be enjoying this. But it's just so much plot is happening right now, and so many things that I didn't even expect going into this book has happened so far. So I guess that's why I'm just going slow right now, and I'm using the audiobook for my advantage to try to get through this. Like I said, even though there's like a lot of information going, and when you're doing something and listening to audiobook that has just a lot of information, it's kind of hard to keep track, I guess to say. I think I talked about this yesterday and I mentioned everything in the beginning that I read. And then she found out that she was the human queen and she has powers, and that, what is his name? Whatever the Elf King's name is, he tricked her into saying yes to marrying him because if the Fae know your name, then they can control you, which sounds a lot like the Enchanted Ravens that I read. So I think that's interesting that it's kind of in multiple Fae stories, I guess. And it also said that usually when human queens are found out, they're like 13 because of their powers. And so during the time until they're to get married, they're trained to use their magic and get used to the Fae world. But because Luella was unintentionally hiding her magic because of somebody, she has no clue. And she's already 19. So she has no clue how to do anything or whatever. And we're introduced to, we're already in the castle, and we're introduced to like the doctor. They're not really called doctors. I don't know what he's called. Which seems like a nice person, and another maid, I think, who's an older woman, and she's nice. But then we got introduced that he has a brother, and he is also asshole, but like more of an asshole, like a childish asshole. And his friends were messing with her, and so she was like, I've had enough, and used her powers, but then it got out of control, and then he got mad. But then it seems like he's caring to her a little bit, and she's like, is he nice? And then she's like, maybe he's not. So I wonder if they have like a mate thing, is what I'm thinking. I don't know, we shall see. I would love more interactions between the two, because it was a whirlwind so far, and I kind of just already want to get to the romance, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's where I'm on that. Today's Thursday, right? Today's Thursday, so today's the last day that I'm filming for this week's vlog. So today I'm editing all day today, and I will also be listening to the audiobook. I think I will get majority of the editing done. It's all on my phone, and it's so hard because it's just so tiny. So yeah, so I still have to transfer stuff from on this camera to my phone and start editing down. I think the only thing, I did some last night, and the only thing that's left that I have to put on here was yesterday's stuff. And then then I would have catched up already. So yeah, tomorrow I'm uploading this vlog. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I think I'm gonna rest today. I did get reading done. I was like, what, did I get even reading done? So yeah, I think I'll take it slow, and I think I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning too, so I can't stay up too late. Now I'm rambling. I'm just thinking like what I was gonna do today. I think, like I said, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna make myself something to eat, watch a few videos, and then come and edit the vlog and listen to the audiobook. And once I'm caught up on editing, I think I'll actually read and listen to the audiobook so that I can retain things. If I don't really know what all is happening, I just kind of get the gist of it, you know. Okay, I'm still rambling. I have such a fogged head. Yeah, so I'll update you guys later. See ya later. Hello, so I came back. I'm still editing down this freaking video. I wish it would tell me how many hours I'm in. It just says 95 minutes. I'm like, I don't know what that means. So yeah, anyways, I'm still editing the video. It's gonna take me all day today, especially because I got to upload it tomorrow or tonight. I don't know, we'll see. So I wanted to close out this vlog, and I will start it up again for the beginning of the next vlog, I guess. We shall see. I don't know how this is gonna go out yet, but I wanted to discuss with you guys. Well, while closing this out, I wanted to talk about what I read this first week of October. And so you already know I finished reading Love is a Rogue from the 30th till the 2nd, I believe. I'm correct. You know what, let me not even try to put dates because I have no clue. But this was my first read, even though it wasn't a spooky vibe kind of book, and was just something I picked up last minute and never got to because I didn't want conflict, and then the conflict wasn't good at all in this book. So yeah, I still enjoyed it overall. If you're interested, I mean, I would pick it up. I think I said the 2 pages to skip of the conflict and it would be a perfect read. The next book I finished this week was Kiki's Delivery Service. Still giving it a 3.75 just because it's a middle grade read, and it was nothing other than magic. So if you're like super into just a magic fantasy kind of environment, then I would definitely pick up Kiki's Delivery Service. Or if you even absolutely loved the Ghibli film, if you loved the film and you just wanted to pick up for a collection as well, then I definitely recommend picking this up. And then we all know that I tried to read Kingdom of the Wicked. Should I just get that? No, I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, I tried to read Kingdom of the Wicked. It didn't really do anything for me, so it's on hold right now. Like I said, I'm gonna come back to it at some point, but right now I just want to be able to read something. And then I am, I guess, 20% into a deal with the Elf King, which I'm still kind of not feeling as of right now. I feel like I could, like I said, if I just listen to the audiobook and read with this, I could probably get into it. I just haven't had the time, especially with editing, and this whole being sick this week, it was crazy, because of course it's just my luck that when I want to do a weekly vlog, a weekly reading vlog for October, I end up sick. So I hope to feel better. It's like, I don't know, reach out to the heavens to freaking cure me or something. I don't know. I just don't want to feel like crap anymore. So yeah, I would hope to have this finished by sometime tomorrow. That would be amazing. But as I'm going to have to upload this video tonight or sometime tomorrow, all my focus is going to be on editing. So yeah, those are the books. So yeah, these are the books for this week that I read this week. Sorry. So yeah, I can't wait to read more this whole month. This is honestly the most I've read like ever, especially back to back. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next week's vlog.